What's up, y'all? This is Keenan from In the Smoke with Keenan, and check out what I'm about to put on this pit. So yeah, we got this Char Griller Legacy fired up, and I had went to the store and picked up one of those little corned beefs, and so I went on ahead and soaked that bad boy, rinsed it, and then put together a little seasoning mix with no salt since it's already been cured, and I'm pretty sure it's salty enough. And I actually was fortunate enough to find the point, and this is my first time doing this, so of course I got to use this Meat Stick X to make sure my temps is right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a link in the description if you want to snatch you one of these meat sticks. And they got some newer models out. This is the older model, but they got some updates, and I'm gonna put a link in the description so you can check that out. So I'm gonna put this over here. I expect this to be a fairly quick cook, and then I wanted to put some stank on it because I just didn't want to waste all the coals to just for this little piece of meat right here. So I went ahead and got some baby backs, and these is gonna be my Japanese style baby backs, and you're gonna trip on how I season these bad boys and how I'm gonna sauce them. So excuse that little noise. So we're gonna load these up, and we're gonna put the bigger end towards the coals, because I don't want the smaller end to dry up. This shouldn't be a long cook. I'm actually push some of the coals over some so they don't be directly under there. And yo, I'll be back in about an hour, and I'm gonna definitely be checking that meat stick, looking out for them notifications to monitor my temp. So we're gonna be back in a minute. So let's check this out. So we've been rolling for about an hour now, cruising at a good 300 actually. Nice 300, and Meat Stick X say I'm at about 145 in temp. These baby backs is looking good. Definitely don't want to turn those into jerky sticks. I don't know what happened to the butcher right there. He got happy. And just an update, I went ahead and threw one of them in there, that Kingsford flavor booster with basil, sage, thyme, and oak wood. Yeah, and boy, it was smelling amazing. So let's close this down so we don't lose no more heat or smoke. And we're gonna be back, I don't know, maybe in another hour. I'm gonna jump in real quick because I noticed these ribs is looking a little ashy. So I'm gonna give them a quick little spritz. Spray that up there. And this is not water, not apple cider vinegar. Spritzing with some good old sweet tea. I went ahead and pulled these bad boys. They got a nice color. I did flip them over directly over the coals just to brown them up a little bit, and those came out all right. So now we're gonna wrap them, and I'm gonna wrap them in the sauce. And the sauce I'm gonna wrap them with is this Bachan's Japanese barbecue sauce. This is the Yuzu, and this stuff is good. It got a nice little citrus flavor to it, so I'm real excited to use that. So I'm gonna go ahead. I got this some foil on the pan, and I'm gonna put some salted butter down and spray. Matter of fact, just let me show you that. So I went ahead and put down some little dollops of butter, and throw that paper towel out the way. We're gonna get some of this Bachan's. We're just gonna saturate it up right where we're gonna put the ribs. And we're gonna take these bad boys. See that bend? I don't do baby backs that much. So this is a once in a lifetime cook. And they was at a decent price. That's why I got them. The prices have been ridiculous on baby back. And yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce this with some more foil, do the other rack, and then get them back on the pit. I had to cook a sort of, I ain't gonna say a bust, but I ran out of time. I gotta go. So these are the baby backs seasoned with Kinder's Japanese barbecue, and that's it. And then I smoked them. I got about 2.5 hours of some serious smoke on there. And then I wrapped them up with some butter and some Bachan's Yuzu. And this is the juice that came out of the ribs. We're not gonna waste that. We just gonna paint these bad boys. That little piece of brisket I had, that little pastrami type little deal I was trying to do, I'll talk about it on the live. I actually pulled it due to time constraints and actually got it finishing in the oven, but it definitely got about a good almost 3 hours of some good solid smoke on there with some Kingsford, the Kingsford flavor booster, basil, sage, and thyme. And then towards the end of the cook, to kick back up my heat, I threw a Cherrywood chunk in there. So that definitely brought some flavor. So these bad boys is about ready. I got some serious pull back on them bones. I don't want to dry these out because baby back ribs are notorious for being dried out, but pretty good bend, you know, nice little bend. You know, them bad boys look, I think these is gonna be good. So I'm gonna flip these back over, let this little glaze that I put on there caramelize, flip it back over, give it another glaze, and I'll be back with a taste test so I can get on the road. Yeah, so here these bad boys go. Baby backs, seasoned with Kinder's Japanese barbecue with soy, ginger, and garlic. Stuff is good. And then I went ahead and used this Bachan's, and that's the Yuzu one. This is good too. Got a nice little citrus taste, that little heat that they carry on their sauces. So I went ahead and the juice that was left over after I wrapped them, put it in a bowl and glazed them up. And now I'm gonna get a sample of this right here. Cut these bad boys. Find the cutting point on here. Oh yeah, I got a nice little smoke ring. I don't know when the last time I cut some baby backs. I usually work with spares. Oh yeah. Look at that. That has got a serious smoke ring in there. And they are hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut me one and give me a bite, baby. Yeah. There it is. Let's taste this bad boy. That's what I was aiming for. A nice, just savory rib. Wasn't no dominant flavor. Even though I used the Japanese inspired rub and sauce, but I knew it was just gonna come out super savory.